what up you guys, this is Danny B. You're watching the Trash Stash, and in this video I'm going to be doing my top 10 favorite Hammer horror films. And this video is inspired by Horrific Nightmares JM, who just did his top 10. And I think he did it based on Horror Hands' video, so check those guys out. So this is going to be a list of my top 10 favorite ones, and keep in mind I haven't seen all these. Like, there's a lot that I still have to see. But mostly what I've seen is like the Dracula films and some of the Frankenstein, so it's going to be a lot of that. Alright, so coming up at number 10 is going to be Blood from the Mummy's Tomb. And this is one I just watched the other night. And funny enough, my friend Sean Patrick Urshan on here did a review of it too, so check his review out too. Very gory, probably the goriest Hammer film I've seen actually. You got people throats being ripped out by this beautiful mummy woman. And what's interesting too is this one's set in modern times and with flashbacks of ancient Egypt. I still gotta watch the first three mummy films that Hammer's done. I believe this is the fourth one, but definitely the hottest mummy chick I've ever seen in a movie. Alright, coming up at number 9 is going to be Dr. Jekyll, Sister Hyde. This is kind of like a Jack the Ripper film mixed with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And also, I guess like a woman turning into a man kind of thing. It's sort of weird, but it's a good one. And it's got, who is it? Is it Ralph Bates plays the Dr. Jekyll? And I forget who plays the Sister Hyde, but they do got like weird kind of crossover scenes where he's like looking at himself in the mirror and shit. And then they kind of splice that together with a Jack the Ripper storyline. So number 9, Dr. Jekyll, Sister Hyde. Alright, coming up at number 8 is going to be Dracula AD 1972. This is another one that takes place in like modern times, well, the 70s. It's a pretty goofy film actually. Like, they bring Dracula back to life in London for some reason, not Transylvania. And it all, you know, some of it actually reminds me a little bit of Evil Dead. I think like the resurrection scene has got like a kind of a fog and like a tape machine. It reminds me of like when they are reading the Necronomicon in Evil Dead. And you got Carolyn Monroe in this, and Peter Cushing is in this one too, and then of course Christopher Lee. It's a really fun movie actually. I like this one a lot. Dracula AD 1972 at number 8. Alright, coming up at number 7 is going to be Countess Dracula. I don't remember too much about this film. I just remember I really liked it. I only watched it once. And basically what I remember is that she's this old lady and she's like sucking the blood from her kitchen staff and stuff like that to get young. And she's kind of just like a ruthless old wench. And I believe it's Ingrid Pitt that plays her. But yeah, this is a good one. I got to pick this one up and rewatch it. Countess Dracula, number 7. Alright, coming up at number 6 is going to be Curse of Frankenstein. The first Frankenstein movie they did. You got Peter Cushing as Frankenstein and Christopher Lee as the monster. Who's only in it for a little bit, the monster is. But the story is so entertaining that it doesn't even matter that the monster's only in it for like a few scenes. You got Frankenstein stealing dead bodies from the grave and throwing people off stairwells and shit like that. Yeah, it's just an awesome movie. And I think this is the first color film they did too. So that's number 6, Curse of Frankenstein. Alright, coming up at number 5 is Horror of Dracula. This is the first Dracula film they did, and I do like it a little better than the Frankenstein movie they did. Christopher Lee is absolutely amazing as Dracula. Favorite actor to play Dracula, actually. He looks terrifying with his bloodshot eyes and the fangs and everything. A lot of people say this is the best Dracula movie from Hammer. I do like one more than this, but this is my second favorite of those. Alright, and then coming up at number 4 is the one that I like a little bit better, which is Taste the Blood of Dracula. And this is where 3 rich bored assholes resurrect Dracula just out of pure boredom, and then he's angry about it or something, so now he's out for revenge. But what I like about this one is it's set in the 1800s, so it's got kind of like that London Jack the Ripper type of setting to it. And then it's also got like a whorehouse scene. It's just like a little bit sleazier than the other ones, I think. And then again, you got Ralph Bates in this as the guy who actually summons Dracula. Yeah, I just thought this was a really cool one. Taste the Blood of Dracula at number 4. Alright, coming up at number 3 is going to be Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. And Frankenstein is absolutely ruthless in this. He's going around the streets with a scythe, cutting people's heads off, and blackmailing people, kicking people out of their homes so he can use it as a lab, and I think he even rapes someone at some point. There's even one scene where it's just particularly mean, where this woman finds out about his lab, and then she finds out that he brought her dead husband back to life, and she's all happy about it, and she's like, I'll return the next day. And he's like, gracias, or not gracias, but he says like, thank you, ma'am, I'll be happy to oblige that. It's whatever. He's just polite. And then he shuts the door and immediately just switches characters like, alright, pack up, we're leaving. Yeah, this one's just a blast. I love this one. So that's number 3, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. Alright, coming up at number 2 was Twins of Evil. And Peter Cushing, again, and this is absolutely ruthless. He's burning witches at the stake and saying, he has like a whole speech where he's like, and we will convert their ideas by burning them or something. And then you got the Twins of Evil. Well, one is a good twin, and then one is like tempted by evil. She wants to become a vampire like Count Karnstein. And you got the Playboy Playmates. I forget their names in real life, but they were excellent as the twins in this. Yeah, just a really cool movie overall. It kind of turns into like a teenage rebellion story, but it's hilarious because it's vampire stuff. So that's number 2, Twins of Evil. And my number 1 favorite is going to be Hands of the Ripper. And this is kind of like a Jack the Ripper possession film where his daughter witnesses Jack the Ripper, her father, murdering her mother. And then years later, she's grown up and it kind of doesn't tell you if she's actually like possessed by him or if has PTSD and just kind of like kills people when something reminds her of the memory. But it's a very sleazy Hammer film. It's almost like them trying to do a modern day slasher. But I love all the actors in this. You don't got any of the Hammer usual people. It's people that just kind of fit in with what they were doing, I think. I can't remember any of their names, but it's a great cast. And you got this like really gory effect of someone getting stabbed in the eye through their hand. It's just a really cool one. Number 1, Hands of the Ripper, my favorite. Hey guys, this is Danny B. You're watching the Trash Stash. Let me know your favorite top 10 Hammer films. Let me know if there's any on this list that I didn't mention. Hey guys, this is Danny B. You're watching the Trash Stash. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.